Hello, we're back today and we're going to do a bit of a midweeker. It's been a heck of a day. We're on lockdown. It's about year 4. So we're going to do a bit of bacon. We're going to cure some bacon. We've got some pancetta on the go, and it reminded me I haven't done any bacon for a little while. So lucky enough to be able to get some belly. This is from Grasmere. It's really, really good belly. It's got a decent amount of fat in that, and that will vary all the way through. You need, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 kilos of belly. Bones in, that's fine. You might need to trim this if it's got excessive fat on it, but this is just fine to go as it is, so I'm just going to bung this into the cure. It's going to go into the cure for 5 days. So you want a non-metallic dish or tub, plastic one or a ceramic one, or pot one will do. And we're going to cure it with a really, really simple mix. It's half and half demerara sugar and PDV salt. So PDV salt is pure dried vacuum salt. It's a little bit purer than table salt, so it doesn't have too many of the minerals in it. So it doesn't have calcium or magnesium, which can clog the process, and it can sort of gum up a little bit. But it works. I used, the first time I did it, I didn't have any PDV salt, so I just used some crystals and powdered them up and used that for the first time I did it. A lot of work though. So that's got junipers in it. It's got some bay leaves, like I say, 50-50 demerara. It's about half a kilo of each, and PDV salt. And it's not, as you said earlier, it's not sand, leaves, and rabbit tods. All right?
Really? Sure?
It's not. It's definitely not. And you've had this before. So what we're going to do now is put a little bit of a bed in here. Put the belly in rind side down. It's not scored either, so it's just fabricated and not messed around with, not boned, not rolled, anything like that. I'm going to put it in and then distribute evenly, and a layer of the cure on the top and the sides. And we're going to do that for 5 days. And after 5 days, it'll come out of the cure. It'll get washed down, patted dry, and put in the meat safe if it's cool enough. Should still be cool enough by then. Don't know, I'm looking at the clock. It's not a calendar. If not, it will cure in the fridge, and it's delicious. I've got to stop saying delicious. That's it. So I'll get it all prepared, bung it in the fridge, and come back to you. So we've got a bed of the cure down here, and the belly's ready to go. So what I'm going to do first of all is just make sure I've got a bit of a layer on the sides. I thought I'd better show you rather than just describe it. Spilling all the sugar and the salt. Okay, make sure you get it all in there, in the creases. All you really need is a decent butcher, and the ingredients are very, very simple to get hold of. This is a really easy thing.
And where do you get your salt from?
The PDV salt you can buy online, tubs of 5 kilos, 10 kilos, up to drums of the stuff, because it's commercially used.
And how long does your tub last?
Depends how much bacon you make, really.
Well, how many bacons does it make then?
Gosh, don't know. I'll have to do some maths on that. It depends. If you do a couple of 3 bacons over the winter or something like that, it'll easily last you. A smaller tub of 5 kilos will last you a long time. If you're using about half a kilo per, they probably use a little bit more than that. Let's say 3/4 of a kilo for a larger piece of belly. And then it goes less far. But if you buy a 5 kilo box, you can gauge it yourself as you make stuff. So the first layer of cure is usually quite a generous one, and that'll be topped up. So tomorrow I'll come back to that. We'll drain off all the liquid, and then we'll put a fresh load on.
So that's what the purpose of that is to drain off the liquid.
Yeah, all the salt draws out all the liquid, so that it's ready for air drying, and it'll air dry for another 5-6 days after this. And then it'll be ready for slicing.
And then cooking.
And then cooking
eating.
and eating.
Hey.
We'll see you back when I'll probably do a follow-up video tomorrow when I'm draining this, and then probably one more before the end, and then the prep at the end for hanging, and then at the end of the hanging, the bringing inside and the slicing a few rashers off and a bit of cooking.
And that goes in the fridge tonight, does it?
This goes in the fridge, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the first 5 days of the cure.
Okay.
All right.